Skincare, sulfur is involved in hardening tissue, collagen, connective tissue, wrinkle-fighting collagen. Requires sulfur. Sulfur deficiencies will keep you from making effective collagen. Sulfur is used topically to deal with acne. It's got a purifying property. In fact, many topical acne products, topical antifungal products, take advantage of sulfur. You can make your own acne cream by dumping some MSM capsules into some cream, or you can go buy precipitated sulfur at a pharmacy. That's the smelly kind of sulfur. It's a little bit more medicinal than MSM sulfur, and you can put it in your own moisturizing cream, make your own acne cream. You could put sulfur in an oatmeal mask. Just take some oats and water, mix it up with some sulfur, or throw it in the MSM capsule. If you want, you can throw in a raw egg into your mask. Raw egg also has sulfur in it. Raw egg has natural antibiotic properties that may help you with broken skin or blemished skin. And eggs are going to give you some B vitamins as well. Insulin chemistry depends on sulfur. The more insulin you're burning through, the more sulfur you need. The more sugar you're eating, the more sulfur you need. Sulfur supplementation is a great way to make sure that you're building bones too. And as you'll recall, this whole discussion about connective tissue and sulfur and nutritional supplements for building connective tissue began when we were talking about osteoporosis. We're still talking about osteoporosis, and as we finish up sulfur, we're going to talk about vitamin A and how important that nutrient is for helping build connective tissue and building bone. If your doctor really wants to help you with your bones, what he should be doing is focusing on sulfur, focusing on vitamin A, focusing on fat absorption out of the gut, and focusing a lot less on writing prescriptions for nasty bisphosphonate drugs like Fosamax. We haven't gotten to talk about these bisphosphonate drugs, but they are truly among the most hideous drugs in the entire United States pharmacopoeia. In fact, I believe maybe not the next show, but in a couple of shows, we'll talk about Fosamax and these bisphosphonate drugs. Another great way to get sulfur is from sulfur amino acids. These are building amino acids. A sulfur amino acid is sulfur plus protein, or sulfur protein, some people call them. Typically, amino acids are only carbohydrates with a little piece of nitrogen, but in the case of 3 special amino acids, you got a little piece of sulfur attached. And remember, sulfur is activating. Sulfur is building. And when you stick a piece of sulfur onto these amino acids, you get some really interesting properties. Sulfur makes things water soluble, so when you stick a little piece of sulfur onto these amino acids, it allows them to dissolve in water more readily and allows them to form links with greater ease, and links and connections to other molecules means building. So sulfur amino acids are really, really important for building and repairing. In fact, sulfur amino acids are the most important of the building and repair amino acids. In fact, you could consider sulfur amino acids to be among the key amino acids in all of life. Remember, sulfur is activating. The same way it activates sugar and polysaccharides, it activates amino acids as well. Sulfated amino acids are super important for building, and they're found in animal products. Plants don't need to repair themselves as much as animals, and these building and repair amino acids, specifically methionine and cysteine, they're found in vegetables. You can get them in beans especially, but they're found in highest concentration in animal products, high-protein foods, especially whey and egg. Then there's seaweed. Seaweed is a great source of sulfur compounds. Seaweed gets converted into MSM, or seaweed helps make MSM. After seaweed, beans are probably going to be your best vegetarian source of sulfur, and as long as you don't have any issues with allergies or toxicities associated with beans, you want to get them a couple of times, 2-3 times a week. In the world of vegetables, onions and garlic are good sources of sulfur. Cruciferous vegetables are good sources of sulfur. Steam some broccoli and bok choy, or kale or cauliflower or Brussels sprouts. Make sure you put oil on your kale or your Brussels sprouts. Help pull out some of those minerals and phytonutrients. Help pull out some of that sulfur. Keep in mind, though, the sulfur that you're getting from veggies is not going to be as reliable a supplement as the sulfur that you get, as reliable an element as the sulfur that you get from animal products or from MSM sulfur. There's another example of the triangle of disease. You need to have a fully functioning bile system, you need to have a fully functioning liver, you need to have a fully functioning fat absorption system, and you need to have a healthy intestine if you're going to be absorbing sulfur effectively. If you've got Crohn's disease or celiac or ulcerative colitis, all of these can compromise the absorption of sulfur and sulfur amino acids. If you have any digestive issue, people, get yourself on MSM. Don't try to rely on sulfur from foods. Get yourself on MSM sulfur. It's worth it. It's completely non-toxic, and it's inexpensive to boot. Then there is another really interesting sulfur compound, very similar to MSM. It also comes from seaweed, and this is a topical substance that can be used for arthritis. It can be used to treat cancer. It can be injected right in your blood. It's super non-toxic. The FDA hates this stuff, by the way. It's called DMSO, dimethyl sulfoxide. It's extremely similar in chemical nature to MSM. You can almost think of it like MSM, and it has some absolutely amazing, amazing properties. I'm not going to get to finish all of them today, and I want to spend some time on DMSO, but I just want to introduce it to you guys, especially if you're dealing with something called interstitial cystitis. In fact, while the FDA hates DMSO, and it's still not legal to be used as a medicine for arthritis, which is really where DMSO excels, is in treating inflammatory diseases like arthritis. Even the FDA cannot deny the effectiveness of DMSO for interstitial cystitis. Interstitial cystitis is kind of like a bladder infection. It's not a bladder infection. It doesn't involve bacteria, but it feels like the absolute most miserable bladder infection you could ever imagine. Anybody who has IC will tell you it is an absolutely horrible, miserable health condition, and DMSO is like magic for interstitial cystitis. In fact, the first guy who started using DMSO, the guy who's considered the father of DMSO, Dr. Stanley Jacobs, first started doing research on DMSO for dealing with interstitial cystitis, this type of bladder irritation. Now, it's not a bladder infection in the sense that it doesn't involve bacteria necessarily, although sometimes it starts off as a bladder infection. If you're dealing with interstitial cystitis, chances are you're also dealing with fibromyalgia. Chances are you're also dealing with chronic pain in other parts of your body. Chances are you've got other things going on in the system, in the biological system in your body. That's because interstitial cystitis is an inflammatory condition. And guess what, guys? DMSO, dimethyl sulfoxide, non-toxic, gentle dimethyl sulfoxide that you can inject right in your veins, that's how non-toxic this stuff is one of the most powerful anti-inflammatory, free radical quenching, free radical scavenging substances you could ever use. And yet the only place you can find this stuff is on the internet or in a hardware store. There are so many wonderful benefits for DMSO, for using DMSO, but we'll cover, I'll tell you a little bit about it when we come back from our break, but we'll cover most of it on our next Bright Side episode. I'm Pharmacist Ben, you're listening to The Bright Side. We'll be back after this.
At 30dayfoodsupply.com, you can now purchase a one-of-a-kind product not available anywhere else. A meatless burger dry mix in 4 delicious flavors. With our new Oregon Trail Foods vegan burgers, all you do is add water and fry. They need no refrigeration. They're packaged in Mylar bags with an oxygen absorber for a long shelf life. They're non-GMO. They're gluten, soy, nut, and chemical-free, but they're loaded with flavor. And a good source of carbs and protein, yet low in sodium. Flavors include Italian, spicy Mexican, 6 vegetable, and black bean olive. Go to 30dayfoodsupply.com or call 541-229-0010 and order today. Eat them every day, take them camping, or save them for an emergency. Check them out at 30dayfoodsupply.com and click on the vegan burger icon. That's 30dayfoodsupply.com, where all of our products are produced in Oregon by Oregon Trail Foods. 30dayfoodsupply.com.
Got a simple question for you. Can you sell? Yes? Okay. Can you sell the intangible? If yes, and you'd like to work 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, with no overtime, no weekends, if you're passionate about not closing sales, but about opening relationships, if you truly have a desire to serve global clients who need your advertising expertise, and you're local to the Twin Cities and Burnsville, are hardworking, self-driven, with experience in sales, marketing, or advertising, are personable, and a whiz on the phone, GCN wants to talk with you right now. GCN, the Genesis Communications Network, is one of the largest independent talk radio networks in the world, and we're hiring right now. We offer benefits and an excellent commission structure. Experience preferred, but we'll train the right person. Is that you? Submit your resume today to advertise@gcnlive.com. Again, that's advertise@gcnlive.com. Come work with the Genesis Communications Network, an equal opportunity employer.
Don't complain about your cable bill going up and up and up. Do something about it. Grab a pencil and jot down this special number, 1-855-905-MY-TV. The more cable TV rates go up, the better digital satellite TV looks. Say goodbye to the cable guy and get more of your favorite channels in 100% digital quality for less money. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. Sign up for packages starting as low as $19.99, and there's no equipment to buy. You get free HD TV upgrade, a free DVR upgrade, and free professional installation. You control what you watch when you watch it. Record your favorite shows. Pause and rewind live TV. Even skip the commercials. Watch local channels too. At just $19.99, what are you waiting for? Pull out your major credit or debit card. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV. Say goodbye to the cable guy. Cut costs and get more. 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV.
If you need to say happy birthday, happy anniversary, thank you, or simply I'm thinking of you, ProFlowers.com is the key. ProFlowers has stunning bouquets, like the best-selling 100 blooms for $19.99. Plus, ProFlowers will include a glass vase for free. Sending someone a wonderful surprise of beautiful flowers sent fresh from the field is easy. Choose the bouquet you like, pick the delivery date, and each order is 100% guaranteed. Plus, all bouquets from ProFlowers are guaranteed to last at least 7 full days. Beautiful, fragrant flowers, picked fresh and sent to your loved one for lasting enjoyment. To get this incredible savings and send someone 100 gorgeous blooms with a free vase for $19.99, go to ProFlowers.com. Click the blue microphone in the top right corner and enter code PLOW. That's ProFlowers.com. Click the mic and enter code PLOW.
Moms of America, stand up and stop taking abuse from your kids.
I pledge never to let my kid disrespect me ever again.
I pledge to stop letting my daughter walk all over me.
I pledge to stop living in fear of my son's anger. I pledge never to feel like a bad parent ever again. Because I'm not.
I pledge to stop letting my child's behavior control my home.
I pledge to be a mom with kids who listen. A total transformation mom.
I'm Janet Lehman, co-creator of the Total Transformation Program. We created the Total Transformation to help parents with difficult child behavior. Now I'm giving it away free. All you need to do is get the program and let us know how it works for you. We'll let you keep it for free.
Call 1-800-256-7795. That's 1-800-256-7795. Call now. Call 1-800-256-7795. That's 1-800-256-7795. UnseenNow.com, proud sponsor of GCN. Unseen Now's unparalleled encryption tools keep your communications secure. GCN.
Welcome back to the bright side. 855-660-4261 is our number. We do have a couple lines open for you. If you want to learn about the longevity products or purchase any of the longevity products you hear us talk about on the program, you can go over to brightsideben.com and take a look at our shopping cart. You can also call the Brightside Ben phone team at 866-735-2470. If you want to start a longevity business and get yourself all the tax breaks that are associated with having a longevity business for a one-time $10 fee, you can enjoy all kinds of tax benefits just for a one-time $10 fee. Not even an investment, it's a fee, as Dr. Wallach was saying. yesterday. You can find out all about it at 866-735-2470, or you can click on the Join the Team link on brightsideben.com. All right, let's see, DMSO, dimethyl sulfoxide, kind of like MSM. You can think of it like a liquid form of MSM. It comes from seaweed, just like MSM does. It's non-toxic, just like MSM does. It's a powerful, powerful free radical scavenger. It's been used to treat cancer. It's been used to provide protection from radiation. Got a paper here, an alternative mechanism for radio protection by dimethyl sulfoxide. And this is from the Journal of Radiation Research, 2010.